Hello, lovely people. Welcome. It's Hila here, Saturday Night Stage, and thank you for tuning in to another session of We're in Burda. So today I am in 2005. So I've decided to stick with the theme of actually looking at November birthdays, and I thought it would be lovely to do a comparison to see how much Burda has changed and what other classic styles that keep on popping up even when it is nearly 20 years later. So before we get started, I wanted to share a sartorial wisdom quote. And today's one comes from Dame Edith Stilwell. And I discovered this lady through my reading of Simple Abundance. And basically, she was a very fascinating, eccentric, wealthy woman of means. And she wasn't what was considered to be conventionally good looking at all, but she really leaned into it. And I think that this quote is really lovely. So it goes, if one is a greyhound, why try to look like a Pekingese? Which I absolutely love because this comes into this whole thing about working with what you have, and very similar to what Givenchy said about the dress should follow the body, not the body try to follow the dress, or what is attributed to Sophia Loren when she says that, dress should be like a barbed wire, doesn't obscure the view. I really liked that. So, yeah, I really enjoyed that. So I thought that was a wonderful piece of sartorial wisdom to share, something that I'm trying to, absorb a lot more of as I go in my journey. Anyway, so here we are with 2005. I hadn't started sewing at this point. I was 25 years old in 2005. Yes, I was an 80s baby. So yeah, let's have a look at this and have a chat afterwards. And if you've sewn from this issue or if you have this issue, do let me know in the comments below.
Okay, so the cover is this lovely yellow biker jacket. Preview, just a taster of what's to come. The pattern is for this big collar jacket. It uses a technical fabric and it's quite good for winter, a puffer jacket. This is a biker jacket. I like the pattern of this biker jacket. It's similar to what was in the most recent October 2023 issue, or was it the November one? But we'll go into more detail with this one later. Okay, as well, there is a parka, which is more of a utilitarian style. And then we have a gilet style, so almost like a bomber jacket, but without the sleeves. And loads of color. Here's another oversized jacket with a hoodie. This was the reader submitted design. So it's got a corset style and some lacing up front, lace and shiny satin. So the corset is something that you can add over the top, but otherwise is very much Spanish chic. I'm getting a lot of the flamenco vibe. Some separates. A poncho. I must say the styling on this is still so classical and can still be worn now, even though it's more than 10 years later. Really like how that jacket, the biker jacket, we've removed the zippers, so it's less edgy now and it looks a lot more classic, as you can see, and worn nicely with some straight leg pants. It's lovely. This is for this oversized coat in black here. More separates here, and we're adding trim to classic style jackets. And you can see how the trim on the skirt just makes this two-piece quite a lovely thing to have. We have a really nice skirt silhouette here. I am quite partial to the skirts that sort of flare out from the hip and are just below the knees. I like this combination. Not so much that I would be able to wear the top because of that little tip over there, but it's lovely. This is a center spread, and this is using rhinestones or snappers. No, it's rhinestones to create the look. So very much Shania Twain, Man, I Feel Like a Woman. A lovely frock coat, as well as some trousers. Like the tapestry they've used. So there's that top again with the keyhole opening. This time it's in an emerald satin, so very, very shiny. And who needs Little Red Riding Hood when you can have little navy blue Riding Hood? A lovely romantic style dress, and it's got some princess sleeves over here, and then it has a curved waist seam, and that's how it creates that beautiful floaty look. Love the neckline. I think that is a really beautiful neckline. I think I've been accidentally referring this to this as separates, but it's actually a sheath dress, and along the seam lines they're being highlighted by a ribbon. There's a tunic and trousers here, so monochrome, going for same color in different shades and tones. And then there's some more rhinestone on some lovely silk fabric, really beautiful with all the pleating details. Though I like the rhinestone at the neckline, I'm not a big fan of putting rhinestone at the waist here. I think it would look so much better with a belt instead. But very delicate details are quite lovely and great choice of fabric. More velvet tops. Some fur trim added to that biker style jacket. We come to the line drawings, and as you can see, there's a huge variety of styles for different types of body types, in my opinion. You've got the asymmetrical biker style jacket, which would be suitable for soft gamines and all of the gamines. And then you've got the more classic for the classics, right? The dramatic classics, the soft classics. And then you've got, for the theatricals, you've got things that have got a lot more detail on them. So I think it's really fabulous. And as you can see on the dresses as well, you've got so many options and more options over here. They have a loungewear section in this issue. Some simple t-shirts and jogger pants and stuff that you can use scraps for. Slippers. As a little aside, does anybody else see the likeness with Liam Neeson? I thought that if Liam Neeson was a designer, he would look like this German designer. And this is the designer patterns that you're getting from Mr. Schonberger for Burda readers. And this shirt is quite an unstructured, oversized shirt. Very interesting with turn-up cuffs. Would definitely suit this current era of fashion where we're having a lot of oversized looks. The Burda Plus section is really quite delightful, starting off with this really epic jacket. It's been made using technical fabrics and has got a lot of fascinating hardware. So quite an advanced project, but it's the sort of thing that you'd be wearing for years, as well as these lovely straight leg trousers and a suit jacket with monochrome buttons. And another really lovely winter style puffer jacket, but with a slight difference. So it's got the straight line vertical interest created by that stitching over there, which is such a lovely contrast to the softness of the shawl collar, and it's got a gentle flare to it. So quite a beautiful jacket. Okay, nope, the previous one is a coat. This is a jacket, so a classic style jacket with some flap pockets on the breast over here and some on the hip. Now this is a lovely take on this jacket. I love the use of the small check fabric and how they've cut it on the bias for some of the pieces, and on other pieces it's cut on the straight grain. I think it creates lovely visual interest. For the children's section, it's a lot of practical jackets, which are eternally classic. And it's so funny how right now this sort of kick flare trousers seems to be in fashion for children's wear. My girls just got a pair of these and they love them so much, because it seems like we're now turning away from the skinny leg trousers, jeans that seem to have dominated for the last, I'd say, decade or so. So it's quite funny to see these coming back in style. The rest of the issue is some Christmas crafts. Fluffy star cushion. Yeah, so if we look at the biker jackets, we have this one from 2005, and then we've got this one from 2023. So relatively similar, quite hard to see what the main differences might be. So we'll look at the line drawings. Okay, so they are actually quite a lot more similar than I thought. So this one is the one from 2005, and then this one is the one from 2023. So I'll use this here. So as you can see, that has, let's see if we can zoom in on it. Move that over here. Okay, so okay, so pockets are pointing down on this one, whereas this one, the pockets are more parallel with this. I think these ones would be more flattering, the ones that are going up rather than the ones that are going down. So this one's got more points of shaping. We've got this princess seam that goes all the way through, and then we've got this half a princess seam, whereas this one's just got the one princess seam. The other difference is with the collar. This one's got a Mandarin stand collar, whereas this one has got a fold over collar. But the backs are exactly the same. The symmetry is exactly the same. So I have to choose between these two to see which one would probably be best. Let me know in the comments down below, which one should we go for? Should we go for 2005 or 2023? Because they are relatively similar, aren't they? And both of them, I'd have to make the size 40 or the 42 so that I could wear it with a roll neck underneath it. But it's nice to see that there are some patterns, some styles, some designs that are like a thread through the timeline that is fashion, and you can still make those and you can still wear those. So we've got a lot more details available. You can kind of see how this collar looks on an actual person, and she's happy. It's really nice to have a happy face on the cover of a magazine. But see that? Okay, I was coming here to compare the line drawings, but you know, see, this is the thing that I'm talking about. Now, modern days, it's all about this, you know, moody teenager look, this grumpy look thingy, you know. I'm not gonna feel happy when I see this, but when I see that, I feel happy. I feel excited. I want to know what she's on about. Whereas this, it's really so sad. Anyway, little rant aside, I was trying to get a better idea of what the collar would look like, but I can't see because it is covered up by the hair. So that picture by the horse, that's the only one that we have of this actual jacket, so I can't really get a good look on the stand collar over here.
Right, thank you so much for staying. So that is our wear in Burda 2005. And it's really heartening to see that when you collect these Burda issues, the patterns do eventually come back into fashion, because clearly fashion is a cycle. There's only so much of anything new that can really be invented. And let's face it, some of the things that are so new and revolutionary are things that you could never be able to even imagine yourself wearing at all. So that was quite nice to see. I'm going to probably do a poll to get some help to choose which one of those two biker jackets to have a go with, to have a go and try. But I'd have to go. It's going to be a longer process because I'm going to have to make the toile first of all. And then I've got a fabric that I think would work for it. So the fabric is closer to this one. It's a textured blue. If I have to dig it up and find it somewhere in my fabric, which is like a little bit in a flux right now, but I think I've got something that would work really well. I'm not too keen on the hardware though, particularly here. I'm not too keen on that. But anyway, thank you so much. If you've watched and you've stayed until the end, I really, really do appreciate you. If you haven't already, please smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you never miss a video when I do upload. And until I see you next time, lovelies, happy sewing. Take care now. Bye.